Mm-hmm.
Do you think, and this is just from what I've seen, I've also kind of took a step back from social media for a bit, but it seemed like live streaming was going down after the summer. There was like a little surge because things closed down again, but I feel like since November and December and into now, I've really only seen like you live streaming, Common Allies.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a few cover bands do acoustic
right.
stuff.
And still pulling in like great numbers, like 2,500 to 3,000 streams per video. But a lot of the other local people we know, it seems like they kind of dropped off the streaming, and maybe the numbers were going down. Maybe the public were kind of losing a bit of interest, like the novelty of it maybe started dying off. So do you think that part of it was because it was too many people were just kind of throwing up their phone and hitting record and it sounds like phone quality? Or do you think it was something else?
Well, I mean, I think that for my very first stream back in March, like you were saying, you're right. I mean, like I think the very first one, and I had like a lot of folks sharing and Huntley Fall Fest. Like I had some established pages that were like sharing it. I think that one initially had like 10,000 views on it, which for me is like insanity. Like I'm like, holy shit, especially being my first one and everything like that. And the numbers definitely dropped down. I think people just at that time back in March and April, and it was just like nobody knew what to do. Everybody was just trying to like latch onto something and just like, oh my God, what is happening? We're all stuck in our house. And then throughout the summer, I mean, people were doing live gigs. I was playing I played more gigs this summer than like it was insane. I can't tell you. I mean, I was playing like rooftops, at Dirty Nelly. I was just playing like parking lots. I was playing, anywhere, and I was like super busy playing outdoor gigs, and I didn't stream at all for a while, just because I was so busy with that. But I think then the winter came again, and I think people are. I mean, it's like last night. I'm just home, like not doing much. It's like I should be streaming right now. Why not? It's just a way for me to connect. So I think, I mean, if you don't really concern yourself with the numbers so much, and like for me, like I said, I'm doing it to keep that muscle going. I'm doing it to keep, just to keep connecting with people, whether it's 15 or 50 or 2 or whatever it is. I can't speak for why other bands like kind of dropped off in regards to streaming. But for me, like I personally enjoy it. I think it's really easy for me to just set up here. I've got my Pro Tools rig. I've got my microphone set up. I've kind of got a method, and I'm still using my cell phone. Not to knock anybody who's using their phones to stream. I mean, it's like we all just have the equipment that we have. That's what we're working with, I could use OBS, but I found that my audio, I don't like the audio using that, so I ended up going back. Like I've tried so many various things over the months to try to make it the best for me and for the audience. And for me, audio is more important than video. For me personally, as a musician, like that's why like we decided maybe not to do a live performance via this Zoom or Skype call, because the audio qualities, it doesn't do the musician any justice, what I mean? And so, what I found is with my setup is I'm using Pro Tools, which is a recording software, and I'm sort of pumping that through my phone, so when people are hearing me, I'm using a nice microphone, I'm using like some reverb and some, just kind of like making it comfortable for me as a musician, and so it sounds good for me, and it sounds good for everyone out there. And if my image is actually reversed. It's a mirror image lately when I'm doing like campfire streams and stuff. And I'm willing to deal with that, I feel I would rather give people the audio experience, and they're still connecting. There's still an image. I'm still visible and everything. It's not like awful quality. And but as long as I can put out musically and audio-wise something that I feel proud of, then I think that's really the main goal and focus for me personally. So, I don't know. As far as the numbers go, I don't know. You can't really worry about it. It's like any musician, is somebody gonna like this song that I just wrote? It's like, I mean, if you worry about stuff like that, then that's kind of stifling too. It's kind of like
100%.
I won't forget it. I'm not gonna write anymore. Because I'm worried about what people are thinking about. It's like you can't focus on stuff like that. So
you're always gonna have haters, no matter what you do. So
that's right.
yeah.